Hello, and welcome to How to Draw a Cute Face, the updated tutorial. Because the one I made 6 years ago is very outdated. And if you don't know, I am Serendipity and I draw a lot of cute girls. But today, I am just giving a basic tutorial. So to start out, you'll need a sketchbook and an eraser and a pencil. I'm using a kneaded eraser and a mechanical pencil because those are my favorite tools to sketch with, but you can use whatever you are comfortable with. So the first step is to draw a circle and try to get this as equal as you can. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, but try to make sure that the circle is at least equally round on all the sides. And then I draw a straight line vertically down the center of the circle, and then again horizontally across the center of the circle. And then I mark out a line near the bottom of the circle and then about an equidistance down below the circle. Next, I connect the mid face line down to the bottom face line on both sides down to a point. And this is to make the whole face shape. So I try to make sure that it curves outward and then into a point softly so that the face is round but comes to a little bit of a point for the chin. And this is to make that cutesy face shape. If the shape is too flat and straight, then the face will look older. And if it goes out too much, then you will have a more of a baby shaped face. So keep in mind that you will want to make the face shape how you want your girl to look. Then I mark out where the eyes are going to be with these lines here, and those lines at the end are to make sure that the eyes are equal distance apart from each other, and so that the eyes are equal lengths as well. And I start by drawing this arch shape, which is the top of the eyeball, and I start at the inner corner of the eye and I arch up all the way down to the line I drew at the end, so it slopes into a slight almond shape. Try to get these as even as you can. It might take some practice and some erasing, but try to get them even because this is where the top of the eyes are. So it is important to get these even, otherwise the whole face will look a little bit more off. Then I mark down below where the bottom of the eyes will be. And again, in my art style, I draw very big eyes, so I bring this down lower. If you wanted to do smaller eyes, you could mark the bottom of the eye to be up a little bit higher, or if you wanted even bigger eyes, you could do it down even lower than me, but this is generally where I place the bottom of the eye with the girls that I draw. Now I am just connecting each side and rounding it out into the circle of the eye, and then I am drawing in the corner of the tear ducts until you get this round almondy shape for the eyes. Next, I am drawing in the eyelids, and I start by following the curvature of the eyeball, and I go just above the eye, and I go up to that middle horizontal line of the face, and then I curve back down, and I try to get them even on both sides. Then once I am done with the top eyelids, I like to do a little eye bag accent underneath of the eyes as well, just to add another cute little touch. It's part of my art style that I always do. Now I go to that second line we drew down and I draw a little circle to mark where the nose will be. And then I draw on that line below the circle 2 little marks to indicate where I want the nostrils to be. Then I start to draw where the nostrils kind of connect a little bit more, and then I draw the edges of the nostrils to define the shape of the nose. If you put the nose too low or too high, it can put off the proportions of the entire face. And I found that if you put the nose too low, then the face will look older. And if you put the nose too high, then the face will either look like a baby or it will just look off. So placing it right here in the center, I usually find is the perfect balance to have that cute face. Then I mark out where the top and the bottom of the mouth is going to be, and then I start connecting those by drawing the edges of the mouth. And then I go in and I define where the lines of the mouth are, and I make her mouth just a little bit open. Now I'm just giving her some eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, I do these cutesy eyebrows that have this like concerned expression where they point up. I like to draw this expression a lot. I think it's very cute. And again, the eyebrows, they don't have to be completely even because, eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. But, do your best here. Do your best here. And you can also change and have whatever kind of eyebrows you want. And then I go ahead and I draw in the ears. And the ears usually start around the line where the nose is, and then they go up to around where the top of the eyes are. Now I am just drawing in a bit of the neck and the shoulders, and this tutorial is just how I draw a face, so I'm not going to go into details about like how to draw a body, but I can do another tutorial on that later if you guys would like. Now that she has a neck and shoulders, I'm just erasing some of the guidelines with my kneaded eraser. And that's just because we don't really need these anymore. We have all of the basic parts of the face mapped out where they need to go. So we don't really have any use for the guidelines. So now you can just go ahead and erase them. And be careful here because you can erase parts of the face that you drew. But it's not the biggest deal because I usually go back in afterwards and fix it with my mechanical pencil and go back in and make everything darker again if I accidentally erase a part. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, we don't need these guidelines anymore, so we can go ahead and erase them. Now that we have the basic face drawn and all cleaned up, we can go in and start adding some more of the details like her hair and whatnot. So to start the hair, I usually start a little bit below the top of the head. I go down a little bit to start the hairline, and I think of the hair in basic blocky shapes. I start by defining the hairline and how I want the front of the hair to look, and then I think about how I want the shape of the back of the hair to look. And for this tutorial, I decided to give her some simple straight hair that goes down past her shoulders, and so we just blocked in the hair, and then I go back and I define it later and I add a bit more details after I have the basic shape of the hair established. Now that she has hair, we can start defining and adding some more details to her face and give her some personality. Now it is time for one of my favorite parts, which is adding eyelashes to your girl. And I usually go for this like manga anime chunky eyelash look. I go for like really big long eyelashes. That's just kind of what I prefer to draw on my girls. But you can feel free to look up reference photos for whatever eyelash style that you want to do, or you can go ahead and try to do my eyelash style if you would like to. But the general rule that I follow when doing my eyelashes is the ones in the inner corner, they go in, and the ones in the middle of the eye, they go up, and the ones on the outer corners, they go out. And they all have a little swoop to them, so they swoop down and then they go out. So you have to remember that, and eyelashes are not all perfectly straight. They swoop and then they go out. So remember that, and you can feel free to look at some photos and study that if you're not really sure what I'm talking about here. But yeah, hopefully that is helpful advice. That's about as best as I can explain how I do the eyelashes here. Now the basic part of the girl is done, but I've decided that I wanted to add some cute little finishing touches to her, and I wanted to go for a little bit of a theme here. So we're adding some baby hairs here, and I did them in a little heart shape. Some little heart-shaped baby hairs. I think baby hairs are the cutest. So yeah, we just went ahead and we added some little heart accents to her eyes, and we added some heart earrings and some little heart freckles and stuff just to finish her off, to make her a little bit more unique. Because I know she is for a tutorial, but I didn't want her to be completely boring for you guys. But this part is not necessary. You can go ahead and customize your girl however you want. Now this how to draw a cute face tutorial is complete. I hope this was helpful. I know this is a very beginner friendly tutorial, and if you're more advanced in art, this probably wasn't that helpful, but I hope that I at least was helpful to somebody. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below, and let me know if you would like any more other tutorials. Also, if you like my art and you want to support me, I am actually currently having a 50% off prints and 50% off my keychains sale all the way until Halloween this month of October 2025. So if you would like to go and support me and buy some of my merch, you can do that at serendipitytheartist.com. And with that being said, that is all I have to say for now, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.